And I would like to apologize for saying that children in America should have health care. It was insensitive.
Jimmy Kimmel fires back at his critics.
Diddy Combs is sued for sexual harassment by his former chef.
This is a major, major surgery, and it's something that I know is best for Alex.
We've got your exclusive first look at 7 little Johnstons.
George Clooney gets gifted by wife Amal.
How adorable Mariah enjoys a mini spa night with her mini-me's.
Plus,
I don't think they tell you she had a out.
Tom Bateman tells a hilarious story about Amy Schumer's nude scene on the set of Snatch. I am still laughing about it right now. It is a funny story, and we can't wait to tell you. Happy Tuesday, Facebook Live and People.com. We've got a lot going on today, including all the love George Clooney got for his 56th birthday. So in honor of the celebration, we want to know which celeb you would want crashing your birthday party. That's our Facebook question of the day. Let us know in the comments below. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending. Take a look at this.
And I would like to apologize for saying that children in America should have health care. It was insensitive. It was offensive, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
During his first show back from paternity leave, Jimmy Kimmel fired back at a few criticisms regarding his emotional monologue about his newborn son Billy's open heart surgery and the GOP's recent health care repeal. The father of 4 also thanked his fans and supporters and was particularly moved by the donations made to the Children's Hospital Los Angeles in the last week. But Kimmel also made mention of some negative comments he received, zeroing in on the former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. In an interview on Fox News this past weekend, Gingrich said that hospitals would never turn away a sick baby in an emergency, and Kimmel fired back, saying, yes, it is true that if you have an emergency, they will do an operation, and that's terrific if your baby's health problems are all solved during that one visit. The only problem is that never, ever happens. The late-night host went on to say, we've had a dozen doctor's appointments since our son had surgery. You have a cardiologist, a pediatrician, the surgeons. Some kids need an ambulance to transport them, and that doesn't even count parents who have to miss work for all this stuff. Kimmel also doubled down on his belief that no family should be denied medical care, emergency or otherwise, because they can't afford it, and gave an update that his son Billy is doing very well now. We wish them the best. Diddy Combs is being sued for sexual harassment by a woman who used to work for him. According to court documents obtained by People, the woman worked as a chef and claims that she had to serve him post-sex meals while he was naked, and that eventually she was fired for complaining about it. The new lawsuit claims that the chef complained to the estate director about work conditions, which included being allegedly summoned by Diddy, quote, to prepare and serve entrees and appetizers to him and his guests while Mr. Combs and or his guests were engaged in or immediately following sexual activity. The chef even claims that she would enter a room to find Mr. Combs naked and making comments about his body. At one point, the chef alleges that Diddy asked her if she was attracted to or liked his naked body. Mr. Combs' former employee claims she was let go exactly 1 year before she filed her lawsuit. A rep for Diddy did not immediately respond to People's request for a comment. Now watch this.
Complaint alleges that on May 5th, 2017, while in the vicinity of South Boston, he did commit the following criminal offenses. Count 1, the charge of murder, with the alleged victim being Richard Field. Count 2, the crime of murder, the alleged victim being Lena Balanos. A plea of not guilty has entered on your behalf on both counts.
We are learning more about that terrible tragedy involving 2 Boston doctors who were brutally murdered. The man accused of slitting the 2 Boston doctors' throats was arraigned in his hospital bed on Monday afternoon. Bampuman Texera is being held without bond. He has been charged with 2 counts of murder, and authorities say that more charges could be handed down at a later time. And People has learned that Texera briefly worked in the luxury building where Dr. Lena Bolaños and her fiancé, Dr. Richard Field, were killed. In an email obtained by People that was sent from management to residents, they acknowledged that Texera once provided concierge services in the building, saying this: the suspect did serve our community as a concierge before leaving the building on his own terms after a few short weeks. It was not immediately clear when Texera worked in the building. According to court records, he recently spent 9 months in jail after pleading guilty to 2 counts of unarmed robbery of a bank. He was released on April 14th. Now, on Monday, prosecutor Daniel Conley addressed the media about the case. Watch this.
A black bag was recovered, and in that black bag was some jewelry. In either in that bag or another bag, a replica or a replica firearm or a BB gun was recovered. But that was in the bag or in a bag, and we do not believe at this preliminary stage of the investigation that it was in the hands of Texera at the time he was shot.
Conley also corrected previous reports that said the suspect exchanged gunfire with police, saying officers believed that this assailant either pointed or fired a weapon at them in this dark hallway, and as a result, they discharged their own firearms. But he went on to say, I want to be clear that we're not drawing any negative connotations or conclusions to the propriety of these actions at this stage. We're simply informing the public in order to correct the record. And while it's not known that Texera briefly worked in the victim's building, or it is now known, Conley told the media that investigators haven't determined a motive yet. Watch this.
There is no evidence whatsoever at this stage to conclude that this defendant had a personal relationship with Dr. Bolanos or Dr. Field. Now that may change, but at this point, 3+ days into our investigation, we have no evidence to believe that they were in any sort of prior relationship. Nor is there currently any evidence to explain why he would attack them so viciously in their own home. But there's a reason we as prosecutors aren't obliged to prove motive in any homicide case, or any crime for that matter, because murder defies rational explanation.
Texera's court-appointed attorney did not return People's call for comment. Stay on people.com for more on this case as it develops. Really sad story. Andrea Boehlke, good to see you. On a lighter note, more to get to today.
On a lighter note, let's check in with Facebook Live. In honor of George Clooney's birthday bash, we want to know which celebrity you'd want crashing your own birthday. Charlie said Bill Murray, obviously. Obviously, like we're all supposed to know.
You know, he's kind of up to that. He does the thing. He just shows up and surprises people on their big nights out.
Realistic.
Keep the Facebook comments coming in. We are going to check in with you again soon. But first, Andrea, even more trending news for us in Star Trek.
Yes, Jeremy. Well, we are kicking off your Star Treks today with some big stars honoring actor and icon Robert De Niro. Take a look at this.
Raging Bull, when I used to watch what he went through in terms of gaining weight and this and that, it was just pure essence. And he doesn't project. He just brings you all to him. So I admire his unpredictability. He's got a danger quality about him.
Some people say they're iconic. He is iconic. When you look at the film, the medium of film, and how long film has been around, and the amount of movies he's done, the time that he's had a career, he's just had a huge impact on it. He's influenced so many people, so many actors, and so if anybody is deserving of any of one of these lifetime things, it's him.
That's Ben Stiller and Michael Douglas singing Robert De Niro's praises Monday night at the Film Society of Lincoln Center's annual Chaplin Award Gala. De Niro was there receiving the Chaplin Award for his accomplishments in movies, and the star was surrounded by good friends. Everyone from Meryl Streep to Sean Penn and Christopher Walken were there to support the iconic actor. But when De Niro himself was asked about the honor, he of course stayed very humble. Watch this.
Well, I'm not in the same breath as Chaplin. Chaplin is another, he was great, and I mean, truly remarkable. So I'm honored to be even associated with him, but what he did and what I do are two different things totally.
All right, the one and only George Clooney celebrated his 56th birthday on Saturday, May 6th, and boy, was he feeling the love on social media. BFFs Randy Gerber and Cindy Crawford were one of the first to wish Clooney a very happy birthday. Randy posted this hilarious throwback photo over the weekend, making fun of his friend and Casamigos business partner's blue steel look. The 55-year-old dad of Kaya and Presley Gerber captioned the pic. The modeling thing may not have worked out, but Casamigos sure did. Happy birthday, George. I'm just gonna say he's looking very fine there, Mr. Clooney. Randy's wife, Cindy Crawford, also got in on the birthday love. The 51-year-old supermodel posted these two photos in honor of George's big day, showing off the actor's classy side, as well as his impressive photobomb skills. Loving it. I think it's safe to say, though, that this photo literally takes the cake. Randy showed off the beautiful Casamigos cake that Amal purchased for her hubby, captioning this Instagram post, "Celebrating our birthdays Casamigos style. Thanks for the cool cake, Amal. Hashtag House of Friends." Would have loved an invite to that party. Well, happy birthday, George. All right, moving on to this, we've got some baby news this morning. Country star Jason Aldean and American Idol alum Brittany Kerr are expecting. The adorable couple announced their pregnancy on social media on Monday night, posting these two Instagram posts in honor of the happy news. Brittany, who clearly could not contain her joy, captioned her post, "Surprise, we are pregnant. This was the hardest secret we've ever had to keep. This journey for us has been full of many happy times and also many tears. The biggest roller coaster we've ever been on, without a doubt. Her hubs added to the excitement, writing in his own post, "Been hard to keep a secret, but we couldn't be happier to add to our family. This year just gets better and better. #bun in the oven." Jason and Brittany's new bundle of joy will join Aldean's 2 other daughters from a previous marriage, 9-year-old Kendall and 14-year-old Keely. Well, very happy for Jason and Brittany. Congrats to the happy couple. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, coming up, find out who the Dancing with the Stars judges said bye-bye to last night. Plus, Amy Schumer's snatched co-star, the dashing Englishman Tom Bateman, is about to pop up on your radar in some very big movies, and his story about one of Amy's nude scenes is absolutely hysterical. I cannot wait for you to hear it. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Bonner and Sharna.
Say it isn't so. Dancing with the Stars said farewell to the resident cowboy on Monday night. Bonner Bolton and pro Sharna Burgess were voted off after performing a pretty risky dance, which was inspired by an office love triangle. But sadly, it didn't go over well with the judges. Carrie Ann Inaba and Len Goodman calling it, quote, too raunchy, and Julianne Hough saying she needs some time to recover. Oh boy, sorry Bolton. But he took it all in stride and was grateful for how far he got in the competition, saying this: "I'm so thankful for the journey that I got to take. I found out how far I can really push myself and how much I can take." All right, moving on from one rather sexy performance to a very personal one. Watch this.
And they actually made images of me being whipped, beaten, hung.
That's Normani Corday opening up about being the victim of some horrific cyberbullying on Monday night's Dancing with the Stars. The singer channeled her past pain into a contemporary and very powerful dance with pro Val Schmarkovsky, awarding her a 40 out of 40 from the judges. Corday reveals that the bullying started after an interview she did was, quote, taken out of context, saying this: "I got bullied terribly on social media. I did an interview. It was taken out of context completely, and there were images. People were calling me the N-word. It was really ugly. It was every time I went online, it's, oh, how much we hate you, how talentless you are." But today, the Fifth Harmony member is fighting past the negative comments and embracing who she is. And I think we can all agree Monday night's dance was the perfect symbol for that. Go Normani.
I've run with the bulls in Spain. I've eaten poisonous blowfish in Japan. To me, those are the moments that make life worth living.
I love everything you're saying.
Everything okay over here, Emily?
I'm not done with the pool.
Oh, remember, never have more drinks than you have two drinks.
I know how many I have.
Oh man, that's Wanda Sykes giving Amy Schumer's character the business in their new movie Snatched. Can't say I blame Schumer for swooning over her co-star Tom Bateman in that scene. Now the new mother-daughter comedy stars Goldie Hawn and Amy Schumer and features British hunk Tom Bateman in his first American comedy. In one especially funny scene, Amy's character breast is exposed to Tom's character without her realizing it. And when I just sat down with Tom, he revealed just how funny Amy is, even while she's shooting a nude scene. Watch.
She was amazing. She just went for it, you know. She just, you know, Jonathan said, do you want to do your coverage first or last, or how do you want to do it? And she just said, let's just go for it, let's just do it. She made me laugh on that, though, because I'll think they'd say she had a out. One of the dinner had just gone round, and I think one of the camera crew guys had missed the chance for dinner, so he was sat there eating chicken behind camera, and she just went, sorry, can we stop? I feel really uncomfortable with you eating chicken, licking your fingers while I'm having The first scene we ever did, we improvised quite a lot, and we got so off piece, and I remember I was just throwing things at her, almost trying to throw her, going, she can't have a response for this. She's got a response for everything.
All right, I've got celebs sharing their cute babies. I mean, can St. West get any cuter than this? Kim Kardashian West shared a new pic on Instagram of her baby boy on Monday. St. West looks like he's chillin' as he rocks a white muscle tank with blue pants. Kim didn't caption the photo, just added a blue heart emoji. Even though Kanye and Kim have had a rough year with West's public meltdown and Kim's Paris robbery, they've managed to keep things normal for their children. And by the looks of it, Saint looks just fine. All right, and the always fabulous Mariah Carey hosted a relaxing spa day with twins Moroccan and Monroe, and even pet pooch Cha-Cha joined in on the action. In the adorable post, Mariah's 6-year-old twins took center stage. Monroe can be seen massaging her brother's temples, receiving a mini facial treatment, and cuddling up next to mom. And did you see little Cha-Cha? Yes, even the dogs get pampered in Mariah's world. We're loving all of these pics. Can't wait to see more family spa days.
A federal prosecutor bribing a witness gets you disbarred and a 6x9 in Leavenworth. I prefer not to join you.
Join me? I got the idea from you. Getting info isn't always fresh and clean, remember?
You gotta know the rules in order to break them.
Oh man, looks like things are heating up on Fox's new drama, Shots Fired. The new American crime show examines the dangerous aftermath of 2 racially charged police shootings, spawning a cat-and-mouse investigation into a corrupt justice system. The 10-part series stars the talented Sanaa Lathan. It's our Toyota People Pick of the Day. So when Sanaa stopped by the People Now studios, she opened up about filming during highly publicized incidents of police brutality in America. Plus, the 45-year-old actress reveals what it was like working with famed director Jonathan Demme before his passing in April. Watch this.
We shot for several months last year, but we ended, I think, at the end of July, and unfortunately, there was a record number of police shootings in July of last year. I don't know if you remember who Philando Castile was.
Yeah,
he was the one
sure.
who he was killed in his car, and we came in the next day, and our first AD, who is a black woman, couldn't start the day, and it was just so emotional, and we were so in shock, and it was just kind of like this kind of art imitating life. We had to take a moment and really remind ourselves how important, you know, the subject matter is, and what a privilege it was to be working on this, because people need to face this, you know, dirty little secret that we have in this country.
Governor called personally. She doesn't want another Ferguson.
All I care about is the truth. And my truth has no color.
Famed director Jonathan Demme recently passed, worked on hour 6 of this
Yes.
series, directed it, right? He did Silence of the Lambs,
Yes.
and Philadelphia, and some other things.
Yes.
What do you miss most about him, and perhaps what is sort of the legacy that he leaves for you personally?
I mean, we were all so thrilled and kind of like shocked and amazed that he wanted to be a part of this project, and it kind of was a testament to his spirit. You know, he kind of has a revolutionary spirit. He was a very political guy. When he came on set, it was as if it was his first job. He was so enthusiastic. He was such a light. You know, he actually passed on the day that Hour 6 aired, which was so surreal and strange. You know, for us, it was like a celebration of, you know, a celebration of him, a celebration of his passion.
I think I might have disappeared in Walking Dead. But yeah, he left a little, it was a little card and some tire tracks, but we'll see what happens with Heath. And then,
He has a chance.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
So there is hope. That's Walking Dead star Cory Hawkins debating the mysterious disappearance of his character Heath, although Cory admits he does not know whether or not Heath will make an appearance in season 8 of the hit AMC series. He does tell people that if it comes to a zombie apocalypse death, he wants it to be gruesome. Watch.
I mean, you have to. I mean, there's no way to, like, you can't just be bitten by a walker and turn into, you know, you have to go for it. If you're gonna be on The Walking Dead and you're gonna get a death, then you have to go for it. I mean, I'm sure if it came to that, Scott Gimple and, you know, all the powers that be over there would have some great ideas in mind.
Yeah, we can only imagine. Now, besides The Walking Dead, Cory also stars in Fox's highly anticipated reboot 24 Legacy, and even snagged a Tony nomination for his Broadway performance in 6 Degrees of Separation. After receiving that nomination for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Play, Cory opened up to people about the harder gig. Watch.
It's a different muscle, man. It's a really different muscle. It's just, which is why I wanted to do this, because it's so, I wanted to do this in the hiatus because it's so different from television. You know, where you're getting sometimes you're getting the scene after you shot it already, you know, or it's changing right before you go on the camera. But But 8 shows a week is really, really challenging. We have tutor day, and you know, it's hard. But this is the fun of it, because we get to do it again for a new audience night after night, and people have different. And we talk, you know, we sort of break the fourth wall in 6 degrees of separation. So that relationship with the audience is so important, and which you don't get on film and television. So I love it. I love it.
All right, guys, before we go, let's check in with Facebook Live one more time. George Clooney turned 56 over the weekend, so we want to know, which celeb would you want to have crash your birthday?
Okay, Lisa says Kevin James would be a lot of fun. Bonnie says Vin Diesel. Alicia says Tom Cruise. Robin says Stevie Wonder.
Wow. Jennifer says Robert Downey Jr. Ooh, I would like that. Dawn says George Clooney would definitely be an awesome birthday present along with Brad Pitt. And Reggie says Keanu Reeves.
I'm back on that Stevie Wonder request. Like, you just
I like that we just
play some
think we can
amazing
just choose a celeb to be like, I want you to come.
Michelle says Melissa McCarthy and Chris Pratt. Oh, together, like
Oh,
a joint,
that would be a
joint
good,
party.
that's good.
That'd be great
A
too.
lot of good options here.
Guys, thank you so much for all the comments. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. We have Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn dishing on their movie Snatched. Plus, we're bringing you an exclusive clip from tomorrow's episode of Survivor. Will Andrea last
I don't
one
know.
more episode?
I'm getting to the end of it. All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Sanaa Lathan. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Sanaa Lathan from Shots Fired, and this is One Last Thing. Last time I laughed so hard I cried. You know, I have so much fun with Snapchat, and there's a filter, and I've kind of created this character. Her name is Henrietta, and she is, you know, she is beautiful to herself. Kind of beautiful ugly, but she's always having dating problems, and it just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh so hard. The last song that was stuck in my head, Bad and Bougie.
Bad and bougie, bad.
No, I don't even know the words, but it's something about bad and bougie. Bad and bougie. Last TV show I binge watched, Shots Fired. If you guys haven't gotten on it, it's time. You can binge watch it. Fox Now app on demand or Hulu.
Hey YouTube! Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. And for more people now, click on the subscribe button down here.
And check out more great video right now by clicking on one of these links.